Secure the firewall access points, protect that laptop, and prevent hostile data hack. Easy peasy. Hostiles have the firewall access point locations and are moving to them. Get cracking. Friendly down. 3 remaining. Hostile down. 3 remaining. They've destroyed the firewall. Laptop location coordinates are live. Hostiles incoming. Protect that laptop. Friendly down. 2 remaining.
He's rushing you, brother. Straight on. He's coming at you.
They found the laptop. Well, that went pear-shaped. Pathetic. Contract revoked.
Mission is active. Disrupt the firewall at an access point. Find the laptop location and manually get me in for the hack. Coordinates for 2 firewall access points uploaded to your devices. Firewall breached. Laptop location acquired. Let's do this. Hostile retired. 3 remaining. Friendly down. 3 remaining. Friendly down. 2 remaining. Visual on the laptop. Standing by for hack.
I mean, seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
How unfortunate. Contract revoked.
You've got your work cut out for you. Protect the firewall access points and ensure the data on this laptop remains secure. Hostile network activity detected. Someone's trying to reveal the access point coordinates. Firewall access point locations are compromised. Hostiles detected and moving to their coordinates. friendly down. 3 remaining. Hostile down. 3 remaining. Friendly down. Remaining. Hostile down. 2 remaining. And then there was one. Get on with it then. Hostile down. 1 remaining. One minute remaining. Remaining. Sorted. Contract fulfilled. Initiating payments via encrypted transfer. Let's do this again soon.
Set his ass up good with that C4. Hey, Supernova. Alright. Let's see. You know, I thought I had a red dot on this, but it ain't showing it. Well, huh. I don't know. Maybe I can only have one thing at a time on it. I already got the muzzle. The muzzle brake on it, yeah. Let's see. Secondary. And I thought I had a bigger secondary than that. What's up with that? I think that was on the other part of the game, maybe. I don't know.
Probably the update did that shit.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because
I don't know. Maybe.
on my guns and my skins are not up
Well,
there.
no, there it is. My mistake. That sidearm I was talking about was in a different loadout. That's all. That was it.
I see some of my stuff didn't get to do that.
Oh, there's a Kendig 110611. All right. So that's what it is, man. I had a choice of a pistol, but it was only in this loadout, not, you know, because it's a secondary. So, yeah. But I like it as a secondary. It's a 44 instead of like the 9, which actually I think they're at that about the same caliber size anyway. Whatever. Any one of those in your face, and it's not a good day.
Oh shit, you got that 50 cal.
Not a good day for somebody, huh?
Yeah, that 50 cal is what it said.
I turned this mic down. Am I real loud?
Nah, you cool.
Oh, okay. Because you're real cool. Because I could barely hear you.
Oh really? Nah.
Yeah. I had to really stick the plugs in.
Let me see. Check.
But I'm hard of hearing, so you'll have to excuse me.
Yeah, my wife is asleep, so you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're in the low tone. Well, I'll keep it down. Oh, my wife's not in bed. It's cool with me, man. She don't like when I get loud anyway.
Yeah, mine's just going through nursing school right now, so.
Oh, wow. All right. My mother-in-law was retired as a nurse.
I see a lot.
Yeah. She was a nurse for a long time. About wore her feet out. It wears their feet out first and their knees. I feel for them. My knees ain't the greatest anymore, but I don't know. I can still get around good.
Kind of good because you're playing this. Some kind of good.
Oh, well, you know, I try the sitting down, but it doesn't work that well for me. It makes the gun like way up above my head. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm shooting down. Get down. I guess that's where the execution style comes, because you're supposed to execute enemies to get some kind of advanced on it.
Is it gonna start when we get 4, or is it gonna?
Yeah, I'm guessing yes. You're absolutely right. That's what it is. But I've heard
Request.
magazine in his gun.
How can I send you a request? How can I send you a request?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
We do
this
a
is my
private.
son's account.
Oh, because if we do a private, we'll be in one. We can make our own, and you know, wouldn't have to wait.
I don't know how to do that, man. I'll be honest with you. This is my son's stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old guy.
Oh yeah, this is
But,
pretty neat.
well, he's on here all the time. See, that's where you get the dank 420. He'd come up with that.
Oh yeah. See, this probably my
Yeah, we haven't even went out for our first date. Let's do that first.
Nothing. Nothing. Oh, it is 8:17. No, it's the players that play this game is so low that you know when you find people that communicate, you try to lock them in so you can when you get on you can always.
Really? Because I found a lot of guys on here that were pretty good, man. They were good communicators. My son not being one of them. He's well, he's got that Asperger's stuff, you know. So he has a little. It's part of a. It's the lightest form of autism, I guess you could say, because he shows emotion and stuff, but he still has a social tendencies that are not, you know, towards communicating with someone that much.
Oh
Which, you know, it's rough for him on some things, but doesn't mean, you know, I wanted my kid to be a used car salesman anyway, right? But, so I think he's going to be one of those. So yeah, I mean he doesn't do a lot of communicating, but when he does, he's trying to say something. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Where do you think he got some of that, right?
yeah.
Probably. I don't know. But my I got a little bit more Irish blood in him than he does. Yeah.
Let's
That
see.
that Blarney Stone stuff, I think it's pretty true.
Really?
Oh yeah. I probably got that from part of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a little bit of tendencies on some stuff.
Most definitely habits.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a hand down thing. I mean, basically that's yeah. But just I would have to say, you know, like a genetic,
Oh yeah.
just
Being
like
here.
those people from the that what is that the Himalayans?
Yeah.
What is that at Mount Everest?
Yeah.
Those guys that they take the load of gear up the mountain.
Yeah.
What are those? That they're actually the Sherpa people are actually really good at being at high mountain ranges, and they said it was because they were mixed with a race of people that went extinct, like the Neanderthal.
Yeah. That grew inherited
Yeah,
grew
yeah,
inherited.
yeah. They inherited that gene to be able to suck in air that's got very little air
Oh yeah.
or oxygen. You know,
I would believe
they
that. I would believe
well, you
that.
know, I mean, there is a genetic reason why them guys. They said that's the first one they found where it looked, you know, almost an evolution thing going on
Oh yeah,
because they
because a lot of them is you know, a lot of them is they've lived there all their life, so their body has become immune to the conditions.
yeah, well, yeah, they evolved just like anything else. I mean, you give it enough time, it's going to change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're living on the moon, that's the way it is, man. I mean,
Oh yeah.
even the moon eventually is going to change. It's just going to take a whole lot longer.
Exactly. You
But
know.
they said, you know, I never realized until they was talking about the landing and stuff here, the anniversary of it, that that thing doesn't really spin like ours. It spins around our planet, but it doesn't technically. Like the dark side is always dark.
Really, stay dark.
Yeah, it's permanently dark because it doesn't spin around like us.
Okay,
We spin around while we're spinning around.
so my
The moon
question
just
is,
spins around us.
do you really think that that they shot around the moon like that?
Well, yeah, because they were shooting off of the like a slingshot effect off of the Earth. That's why they were doing that. And the Earth is more dense. They even suspect that the moon is hollow.
I mean, ain't nobody really. I mean, they haven't
You,
even mastered the moon to even be trying to even go to Mars.
well, you know, I think it all has to do with people that just are pushing it are the ones that think that we're not going to be able to live here because we're going to use it up, which might be true. Eventually, it's going to be used up.
Well, that's the part that I would be capitalizing on and spending and creating on how we could preserve it instead of using it.
Right. That's exactly what I'm thinking. They're wasting their time looking out there going, ooh, ah, ooh, let's live over here maybe. And in the meantime,
Oh yeah. Not only that, it's exactly what you know.
far away. That's the best way to put it. Because it's like, you know, closest planet like that they predict around here would be like 5 million light years or something ridiculous.
Well, sometimes I just be wondering, like, we've been burning off gas for a long time, so I mean, they should be rich enough to just shut it down and just figure out another way. Like they say, the Earth is mostly water anyway, so we should be using that to fuel our
Well, the
cars.
problem is
I know
just
they
like
be
that
busting.
sailor says, water, water everywhere and not a drop to spare. You can't drink the stuff.
True indeed. So we should be using it in a car, or we should
Well, the
be
salt
using
would
it.
eat up the engine.
True indeed, but we should do the. I seen one where the guy had the magnet motor. It's free energy.
Oh, you're talking, yeah, the magnets, yeah. Well, it's probably those magnets that they came up with when they did the shuttle experiments, and that's how they came up with those magnets that can spin a computer like 5,000 RPMs because of the no gravity stuff up there and all that. And oh no, it was had to do with the not that it was the lack of uh, magnetic fields or something that was out there because when you're down here on Earth, you got the Earth's magnetic field kind of making it harder to make it stronger.
Yeah,
So they didn't have to fight that up there in space, I guess, and they made stronger magnets that way.
yeah, they did
Yeah.
that here though. I seen the guy make a magnet motor. It'll run forever.
Uh,
You just
I don't know. I mean,
you
uh,
just place that
I
on
saw a
place
guy
that
talking
magnet.
about how like all the going green ain't all as great as it sounds. I mean, there's a lot of problems with it too.
Not really, 'cause it's just like we was put here to actually live off what the earth had to offer.
Oh well, hey,
All this other stuff is just some things that was man made. You know,
yeah. I mean, it's like the weather. It's too hard to predict. You know which way it's gonna go.
true indeed, but at the same time, they've even managed to be able to manipulate weather now.
Well, they can take the salt out of the water. I know that, but
And
it's a
they
very
can,
expensive. Yeah, it's an
and,
expensive process.
and
They
they can also make rain. They can make it rain. They can make it
well,
storm. They can clear
from
out
what I
clouds.
understand, they can make it rain where they want it to rain because there's a thing going on called global dimming. And this guy said that he went to try to find global warming evidence, and he went down to the he was trying to figure out by pan evaporation rate. The how much water's in the pan in 24 hours gone. So so he went to Australia because they had the best records kept for over 100 years for the sheep herders down there, and because they kept a good record of that with the water for the. So anyhow, they checked that and they said he was checking on the records and he went actually down in the last 10 years. And he's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to evaporate more if it's global warming. So then he starts studying the clouds, the rain clouds over Australia, and he found out that they were being dim longer. And what he found out about that was that there was particles, pollutants in the clouds, and they would collect on the raindrops instead of falling where they were supposed to. So it changed the rain pattern altogether. He said that's actually how Africa, the northern part, doesn't hardly get rain anyway. But somebody sent me an invitation. But
Yeah, somebody sent me an invitation as well.
Did he say whether or not he was coming?
I'm not sure. I told him I got the invite, so he just decided to join.
The fuck did you just say? Can't hear you.
Little shits.